I was raised in L.A. or Southern California. I wasn't ever like hardcore Lakers fan though, because my dad being a former basketball coach, or actually former college basketball coach, like you're supposed to admire the way those old Celtics teams play. So I liked both teams. They're just always very, very different. But I guess I'm pulled towards the Lakers, even though I do enjoy the tenacity of not just the Celtic fans, but the Celtic style as much as I love Showtime basketball and now admire Kobe Bryant and those ridiculous shots he was hitting Saturday night. A guy who kind of feels my pain because now I'm West Coast on the East Coast is a guy who's an East Coast guy who down the West Coast. Donnie Wahlberg joins us, Boston native, L.A. transplant, joins us, actor, singer, on the Subway Fresh Take Hotline. Your thoughts on your C's and how they played against the Magic?
Doug, I gotta clarify. I'm only in LA out of necessity. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. That's a lot of my work is here, and my boys are here, and that's it. So I still have a place in Boston.
No offense, Donnie, but do you think I'd choose Bristol, Connecticut if it wasn't out of necessity? There's similarities there.
Exactly. It's very, most people, and that's the thing. Most people in LA are here for work, and they're transplanted. And when you go to Laker games, a lot of the fans, it's basically the fans from halfway up the load seats. That's the real fans from halfway and above. Those are the real fans, and everyone below is like transplants and actors and executives and people who they're the ones who won't show up. If the Lakers are having a bad season, they never show up. You know what I mean? They give their tickets away and they stop coming. And the real fans are from the mid-level seats up.
Has anybody ever actually hit you with a script at a Laker game?
They might have thrown scripts at me to get me to shut up when I'm cheering for the Celtics, but never handed me or presented me a script. No.
All right.
Not at all.
All right. So now are you going to 1 and 2?
I'm going to game 1. I'm actually on tour right now with my band, so I'm going to be able to catch. I think it looks like game 1, game 3, game 5, and should it go to game 7, which I'm hoping it doesn't go 7, because my feeling right now is that I'm kind of liking the Celtics in 6, but if it goes to game 7, the Lakers will win.
Why?
Lakers will win game 7.
Why? Just
don't want to be in that position.
Yeah.
You don't want to put yourself in that position, to be on another team's court for Game 7. And it's funny because, everybody analyzes the NBA referees and critiques them, especially in playoff time. And, and if when you're at home, you get all the calls. When you're on the road, you don't. I really don't think the refs are bad. I think the rules are bad, and I think what the refs call is bad, and I think it's just bad in general. I don't think it's a matter of home teams get the calls, because you see makeup calls and all this silly stuff that they do. When Perkins got teched out of the game in Orlando, the Celtics immediately get Orlando gets called for a 3-second defensive 3-second violation a second later. So we get a free throw, we get extra points, like little give backs. You know what I mean?
But it doesn't put Perkins.
The NBA refs.
But it doesn't put Perkins back on the floor. I mean, the damage was done. You can give me a makeup call you want. We just lost our 6'11" starting power forward or center.
Look, Perk's my buddy. I know a lot of the guys on the Celtics. I know the owners. I know everybody. Perk's my man. But, all I heard, even from Colin Cowherd, from everybody the next day was, the referee in that instance has to know that he just called a tech on Perk, and he shouldn't call another one. Look, Perk's my guy, but Perk should know that he just got a tech called on him, and he shouldn't start stomping around on the court. That's the reality of it. You know what I mean? The minute he started stomping around, I said he's going to get teed up, and he got teed up. It wasn't a surprise to me. It wasn't a surprise. The players got to know.
Are you all in on Nate Robinson now? Are you calling for Nate to get 15, 20 minutes a game?
I'm going to tell you this, and this is fun. I went to Game 4 in Boston with 3 of my friends who are diehard Laker fans. I took all of them. All my friends are Laker fans, just so you know. They kill me. They've been waiting for this for 2 years. They're not even happy about last year's championship because it wasn't against the Celtics. They just want revenge so desperately. But I took them to the game, and Nate came over and said hi to me courtside, and I said, Nate, before this is over, you're going to have a huge game, and the Celtics are not going to win a championship without you having a huge game. And he said, I'll be ready. And I was on stage during game Game 6 when he was having the breakout. And I got off stage and I looked at my phone, and all my Laker fan friends, and the 3 who specifically were at the game, were all texting me, "You were right. He's having the game you said." And it's funny. It was pretty cool to see that. I was an Eddie House guy for sure, but Nate brings a certain energy that I think the Celtics think they needed at the time. And I'm just glad that Danny Ainge and Doc and the owners trusted in this team. I remember at the trade deadline there was a lot of talk going around about Ray Allen being traded and rebuilding for the future, but I'm just glad that everyone hung in there with this team. And now we get the ultimate matchup. I've always said in basketball it's like boxing, it's styles make fights. And I think in the NBA, the Lakers are Muhammad Ali, and the Celtics are Joe Frazier. And, we know one thing. It's going to be a rumble in the jungle. It's going to be 15 rounds of intensity, and the Celtics, or should I say Joe Frazier, is going to bring Ali to a place that Ali's not used to going, and it's going to be pretty incredible.
All right, well, I picture you during Game 2 on stage with like a Flow TV trying to perform and watch at the same time. Hey, enjoy Game 1. We'll look forward to talking to you and getting your own recap on the Herd maybe next week. Thanks for joining us on ESPN Radio.
Can't wait. Thanks, Doug. Good talking to you, buddy.
Yeah, Donnie Wahlberg, of course, avid Celtics fans. He's going to 1, 3, and 7, if there's a 7.